Hello. What's up, Thomas? What's up, Wild Grim? Hello, hello. Hummity hummity hum. Let's watch this game. Screw it. Let's see what the hell this is. Probably a mess. What's up, Nick? How's it going? Hello, Patatata. Stop playing Fat for War 83 coming up in Foxhole. I know some of these words. War. I don't know what game that is. Never heard of it. Foxhole. Alright, Swakland text. The eternal battle of the burgers that rages on every US evening. So what's up, Swakland? How's it going? Please what? You don't want to see this? I mean, I opened the replay vault and there's just a 50-minute game between Tex and Swackle, and I'm thinking, might want to check it out. It's actually better than most. Okay. Well, I think it'll be funny nonetheless. Right, so Tex is Seraphim, Swackle's UEF as always. The map is point of reach. So they will be making transports pretty quick. Swackle hasn't gotten rid of the trees in his way. But it works out because it's still a tree group, so it just gets, so if those are single trees, probably all of his NGs would have walked all the way across here and then been in the way of the air factory. So you kind of have to be careful of trees in the way of your buildings early on in the game. So we have a scout and an inti, scout and an inti. Okay, they're both doing the same thing. Although Tex is building P-gens now. That's a really weird place to... It's just strange base building here, to be honest. Like, realistically, it's not really the greatest for adjacency when you have the hydrocarbon right there. But okay. Swakle's not making any power at all. He's just assisting... Oh, is there... His land factory's idle. Oh, he has got a bomber though. No power being produced means that it's gonna be tricky because like already he's lacking power. He has lots of mass. He needs to catch this transport quickly because his rally point is still directly into the base of Tex. Now picks up the NGs, and now he's only gonna have the ACU. Oh, this is sad. That is really sad. He really needs those engineers to be able to build more power quickly. Like, I don't think he can actually afford to build an air factory this quick because you know, his mass is just building at a huge rate. Tex on the other hand is just overflowing power. Nice. Bomber. Oh! No! No! Who put this fucking pointy ass mountain here? That is so ridiculous. At the exact angle of the peak, he just bombed it. Like, oh my god. And the transport is being repaired, but it's not enough. I like the repair on the transport, but it's it has failed. He's gonna build 3 factories here. Now what? That seems excessive. I don't really think 3 factories needed. Ideally, you want to you probably want to get 1 or 2 factories, or maybe 1 factory, maybe a naval factory, and then try and get over here. Just walk over here, but okay. It's not doing that. I think some eco is actually in order right now, honestly. I would be thinking about eco, because even if you drop, you have mass to burn. I would definitely be ecoing right now. Have the power to do it. Swaggle does not really have the power to do it. As you can see. Wow, he actually... Oof. Yeah, the power production is lacking a great deal. He's aiming for this hydrocarbon, but first he wants to make sure he gets multiple factories up to secure the area. That's a bully. Yeah, this idle factory hurt him a lot. It leads almost directly to the power problems. I mean, he would have had power problems anyway, in my opinion, but now they're very bad. Transport on the move. Whoa, suddenly 4 inties appear in his base, and there's only 2 NGs on board that just drop. Just drop. Or don't. May not have had time anyway. Oh, what's going on here? Look at these move orders as well. Oof. The one thing missing is an air scout. With an air scout, this transport could have been denied. As you can see, it took 400 damage there just on the quick pass. So it would take 3 volleys from those 4 inties to kill the transport. But the transport lands. Swackle not really using his inties that well. Another incident of trees being in the way. The problem is not the trees. It's like you can get rid of the trees, but as you get rid of the trees, then your NGs walk where the factory's going to be building, and then they try and get out of the way, and they just bump into each other incessantly. But Tex is taking a slightly more greedy approach because he has so much air control, so many inties from Tex, that he's satisfied to just build really 1 factory quickly, the 2nd factory more slowly, and just expand as fast as he can, which he does need to do because he's later to his island. And again, he can afford it because he has the air control. He had a bomber in the area, lots of inties, so if a drop does come in, he can react and build more factories quickly, and also use air to either deny the drop or bomb the NGs if they do land. So, speaking of greed, 2 mexes upgrading from Swackle. Not really greedy on point of reach at this point in the game. Tex stalling mass? No. That's a rather attractive eco bar, actually. 2nd T2 mechs finished, 3rd one on the way. Also very nice that he's assisting these up to Tech 2. Major problem is that there's no P-gens being built right now. That's a big issue. You can't be scaling your mass income like this and then not scaling your power. He's also not on the way to Tech 2 Air just yet. Now once he starts this Tech 2 Air, yeah, he's going to not have power for that. You kind of want to be getting to 1,000 power income roughly on a map with this much mass. Like with Tech 1 P-gens and Hydros. You might even get over 1k income before you hit your Tech 2 P-gen. Now, if you make your Tech 2 air more quickly, then you're not going to need to scale your power quite as much. But in these kind of games, where these guys are getting there kind of late, honestly, they're going to have to push the income if they actually want to have some air production. Swackle does not really want air production, apparently. He's satisfied with not having air at all. I mean, Tex, honestly, doesn't have a great amount of inties, and he does have out of fuel inties, or almost out of fuel inties as well. So, okay. Tex just spamming Zuis, annoyingly. I think these ones on the left-hand side were doing some damage. And the ACU rocking up now. So maybe will Tex make a play for the island with the ACU? It's definitely possible to do that with ACU upgrades. Is that an unassisted Tech 2 land HQ? It is. And no hydrocarbon. This Hydra is very easily killed by Zuis from the water, so maybe that's an argument, but like, if you're afraid of Zuis coming across, then you have to be making some frigates. There are some, but again, it feels like quite a slow-paced game. People not getting to... I mean, the Tech 2 seems to be coming slowly. The naval production, not very quick either. Tech 2 transport, by the way. Not sure what that is for. Or who that is for. Does the commander have an upgrade? He does not. Sparky is here and he's just running after Zuis. Oh, no, no, no. Tanks some Zui shots. Don't lose that Sparky. Hey, he picked up some Lobos. He picked them up from here on the front of the base. And is trying to... He's locked already. He flew over a frigate, or next to a frigate, and Tex has one solitary inti on it. What? How does he have one inti on it and nothing else, and also no reaction from any other air? Like, what? And now he selected all, and it's on radar. Is there any reaction? Tex. Hello. Alright, well, Tex doing some raiding with the frigates. This island looks like it could be killed by 2 Tech 1 bombers. There's literally not... There's what? 4 anti-airs in the one position. No radar whatsoever. 2 factories producing a little bit of Tech 1 stuff. No radar in the main base either is asking for it. What's up, Krogot? Oh, is he gonna kill the HQ? He might kill the HQ. If he targets the HQ, it'll die. That would be a better kill, in my opinion, than the power. But he's going for power. He's going for P-gens. He's split attacking them. Will that lead to none of them dying or all of them dying? That's sort of the 2 options you have. Oh, it's all of them. All of them are dead. Okay, then. Alright. That seems fair. Hello. Another drop. This is a very low HP transport. He's dropping to the front where there's units. Will it even land? Well, the 3 Tech 1 anti-air will not do enough damage, I think. No, not quite. There are Tech 2 X's which will die virtually instantly. Oh, wait, none of them are dead just yet. Problem is, Lobos can't do their full damage when they're too close to a target because the shell splits so extremely. 2 Tech 2 Mexes go down. Elsewhere, there's a lot of frigates around, but it looks like Swackle also has enough frigates around to defend if he uses them correctly. We might lose 2 more Tech 2 Mexes. There's 1 more. That's 3 dead. Swackle taking out torpedo bombers with inties. Tex doesn't know where to put his inties. And now, not going after the mechs anymore. Definitely should have taken out this mechs, but this is still damage. NG's going down, a couple of P-gens go down. There's 2 of the 3 P-gens replaced already. Air is paused. And, crazy. In Hearthstone, this kind of thing... What? That's a card game? No? Am I wrong? What are you talking about? Swackle, another Tech 2 transport, overbuilding power, doing some eco. And what else is going on? Well, what's he producing here? Some Riptides. Looking for damage. What's the navy like? I mean, there's very little navy across the map. There's a lot of raiding you can do with Tech 1 artillery, or sorry, frigates on this map. Wow, he finds Tech 1 Pigeons over here. Okay. Thomas, no one cares about Hearthstone. Not even the people who made it. 27 frigates versus 27 frigates. The Nothas haven't really found their way to anything too valuable. Swackle building the shield in the wrong place. Here's where you build the shield. Right there. Here it only covers 1 mech, so it's not really well placed here. Riptides around the place. Good rating from Swackle. He is still 12k mass behind though. Seems like he's finally recovered from the power stall. Tech 3 mechs, Swackle? Ah, Tech 3 land. I did see that coming, considering he built so much power. We shall see Tech 3 air. And I can feel a Tech 3 mechs coming pretty soon. So, a lot of random ass movements from Texas Navy. I don't really... It feels like he doesn't really know what to do with it. He's sort of... He's like down here and then he goes back and then he runs around over here. I mean, he needs to go back to doing a bit of raiding, but Swackle is covering him. Well, you heard me incorrectly, Thomas. And now he's taking a really bad fight at the end of all of this largely pointless maneuvering. It's going to be a draw or a loss for Tex, and then Swackle is the one that's going to be literally have 10 factories maybe. Yeah, let's see, there's more behind her. I know, more over here. 5 factories right next to all the reclaim to build engineers, and yeah, he doesn't even win the fight. Submarines getting mad value actually. Gunships raiding on the left. There's loads of Tech 1, but very little actual anti-air in there, and no flak. So now it's queued up. Pretty not great to not have flak in that area at this point. It's one of the main advantages of having Tech 2 land on these kind of islands, is the ability to pretty effectively defend them from air. Tech's not overcharging, probably because he doesn't have an energy storage. Oh, it's also because he doesn't have any power whatsoever. He's getting a lot of assistance on this Tech 3 Air upgrade because he is scared. He's scared. He knows that Swackle is there. Swackle has not decided to do the simple thing of getting rid of these P-gens so he could build a well-placed Tech 3 P-gen. No, instead he'll build it over here adjacent to other P-gens. To Boston. Flak is here. And what we've lost really is just a lot of Tech 1 land and 3 Tech 1 mexes. So not really a lot of damage from the gunship so far. Although they do have veterancy, it's like, well, okay, you killed the Tech 1 army on an island. Not a big deal. Where did that transport come back from? Well, it looks like we had a... He killed the HQ. What the fuck? He killed the HQ with an artillery drop there. Oh my god. Okay, well that's gonna slow down your T3 Air then. Strap bomber building for Swackle. Oh my god, he killed the HQ that was upgrading. It must have been so close to finishing as well. Swackle finally getting the reclaim here. Quite a bit of reclaim dotted around. The Riptide attacks were brutal. Killing a PD. But really not much else. And it's like a little bit quieter now. Swackle with 2 shields on his ACU now. Okay, and still only 2 of the mechs covered. A lot of anti-air, static flak. And it's definitely a little bit calmer now. Tech 2 Navy, by the way, has been up for a while for Swackle. How many Tech 2 ships does he have? He has just 2. There's been a pretty severe power mass stall, and a lot of these NGs aren't even helping out. Not sure where the rally point is. It's a very interesting rally point. Probably should adjust that. It's going for a cruiser already. Oh, the strat taking a few hundred damage from the frigates and drops onto a shield. It's lost about 1,000 damage from the static flak. That was very nearly killed. And now he's flying over the mountain before dropping a bomb, which is always a bad sign. Also, there's a SAM and there's a shield and the strat is wasted. Oof. Tech 3 mechs. Number 2 for techs. And a third one already 20%. Swackle about to finish his third Tech 3 mechs. So, nice eco from both of them. Another drop. But again, the shields from techs are well placed. The Tech 3 P-Gen, not even halfway finished. 1/3 of the way. So he's quite far behind, but is Swackle doing something with this advantage? Has he done something with the Tech 2 Navy advantage? Not really either. But he does have the Tech 3 Mechs advantage. This one is my favorite. Now, this right-hand side island has been extremely vulnerable for the entire game, but it hasn't really been abused because Swackle didn't really have air control. He should be able to gain air control at some point here because of his air production, his earlier Tech 3 Air, his increasing grid. Another Tech 3 Max, and this has to be really the target in my opinion. This is free real estate. Look at all these. There's even... Oh, wow. There's Tech 2 mexes here. These are killable by frigates. Easily killable by, you know, some gunships or something. And he needs to be careful with the air. These ASF in these numbers can easily be killed by... Well, they can even be killed by frigates if you just fly over them for long enough. But even inties could simply come in here and kill them because there's just not enough of them. And that's a lot of needless damage taken. And the frigate numbers are huge. Like, Swakkel's navy is not impressive at all. Only 25 frigates still. Meanwhile, 56 and 4 destroyers and 2 cruisers. So, Tech's in a good position still. Very nice navy, and if he makes use of the navy and doesn't get torped into oblivion as he moves forward, then he should be in a solid position. The problem for him is that his air grid doesn't exist. He has an HQ with almost no assistance, and he has a Tech 3 Pigeon not adjacent to it, and that's it. That's his T3 air production. He's not even building another Tech 3 Pigeon, which is not something I would advise. Generally, once you get the first Tech 3 Pigeon up, you are immediately working on the second one. But I guess Tech's, well, because he's not assisting his air factory at all, he doesn't, you know, he's not actually using his power. He's more focused on Tech 3 Max, which I sympathize with. These aims. What's up, Brian? Now, what's the Navy gonna do? He doesn't have any of these cruisers forward right now, which is where they would need to be to actually do something useful. I mean, that's been killed somehow. Frigates can actually hit that somehow, I guess. But yeah, there's no... Still no there's not even radar over here, and he's got... These Tech 2 mechs are just greedy. Don't know how they're allowed to exist, but they are. But yeah, cruiser forward here would be able to take out all these mechs. Where's the TMD? I mean, the shield coming first doesn't really make much sense to me. And then TMD? TMD really should come first because the cruiser's already here. Now the Navy being split on both sides. This terrain is quite nice for the attacker, so they can run back and forth, and if you chase them, they will eventually run the whole way around back to your production and wipe it out. So it's kind of frustrating if you're on the receiving end. And here we can see the mechs go down. There's 1, there's 2, and this is why you build TMD first. 1 TMD will defend against 1 Seraphim cruiser. They don't have a great firing cycle versus TMD. Oh no. He's already hitting the Tech 3 mexes. Now it won't die, but he might be able to kill... Well, he will kill all the storages. And now the ASF are flying over the cruiser and the frigates. And the frigates double back on the Navy, and there's a shield boat which is not going to shoot back, and there's 1 destroyer which is now caught at the back of the Navy in the worst possible place, and there's another destroyer which is low HP, and a cruiser which is again not going to do much. Look at all those frigates. Tex loses his ASF. Why does he send his ASF in? I don't know. Still has virtually no air, like 1 unassisted air factory. That's it. He does have Tech 3 Navy. What? He goes for Tech 3 Navy. Well, that is madness. But okay. Especially when he's winning Navy with frigates, you wonder why he needs Tech 3 Navy. Oof. Okay, Tech 3 Navy from Swakkel. Slightly more understandable, considering he has access to the battle cruiser. I guess this is why Tex went Tech 3 Navy. He's thinking, kind of... Battleship is what counters a battle cruiser, so let's go for that. I mean, way more units also counters a battle cruiser, and he feels like he does have way more units. But I guess the problem is, battle cruiser, wow, this is really bad battle cruiser micro. It has range, you know. It has more range than a frigate. Please. I think Swackle needs some settings training sessions. But yeah, the battlecruiser is still beastly. I mean, it's lost a lot of HP. Now one thing you could do as Tex is just keep making a lot of destroyers, and then you can do a lot of micro them. You can submerge them, snipe the shield bolts, do free damage underneath to the battlecruiser with the torps. Problem is that Tex has no air control and isn't really trying to get air control, so he's going to get torpedoed. Now on the right hand side, Swackle playing survival, and he's got a Tech 3 Mex there as well. Does he have Tech 3 ACU? He does have a Tech 3 ACU. This island, which again was never ever defended by anything, has never ever taken any damage. Might as well just upgrade all the mechs to Tech 2 there, because Swackle has no interest in attacking. On the left hand side, the HQ is dead. Every mech is dead now that this one is gone. And the island is just lost. The left hand island is lost. The right hand island should be relatively secure in the center, where most of the income is, with considering the Tech 3 mechs. But like this is dead. Say bye bye. The cruiser will eventually shoot it. I think the frigates are all just going to run past. They apparently have better things to do. Thing is though, there's quite a bit of reclaim. I mean, it's not the greatest amount of reclaim ever, but it helps. Now, does it make up for losing the left island? Perhaps not. Now Tech 1 drops. The entire armies of Thams and freaking Sarah Thistles are being dropped. The Tech 3 mechs production has stopped for Tex. Never mind, he's got 2 going up at once, but he was stuck on 4 there for a long time. Still no additional, oh wait, no, sorry, 1 additional Tech 3 P-Gen, finally some actual assistance on the air factory. And what has the air done for Swackle? Has he torped anything? A little bit, yeah. Has he strap bombed anything? He tried to and that failed. No aggression since the very first Tech 3 unit. And oh my god, did he just lose? How many did he lose? How many SF just got lost to the cruiser? I dread to think. I dread to think. Oh, yeah, that was ugly, but this is actually more ugly. Tex decides to fly over here for reasons. No idea why he sent all of his ASF there. Why? And then he also retreats over a cruiser, and none of them escape. None of those sent forward escape. The battle cruiser marching forward, but he's faced with 2 battleships. This battle cruiser is going to die extremely quickly. Has no chance against 2 battleships. Doesn't have a chance against 1 battleship really, unless it has a huge number of shields with it. It's not going to escape. No. No. He's making broadswords. Where are the broadswords? There are no broadswords. You lied to me. He's also not making any. Stop with the ASF. No. Why does he keep flying over all these cruisers? Oh, he doesn't have Tech 3 air production on the right island. Please stop. Huge amount of reclaim in the middle, and I struggle to see how Swakal is going to get access to it at this point. Nice job by the cruiser there. Is that a nuke? It is, yeah. It is. He is making a nuke. On the right island. People have been getting white YouTube errors in recent streams, and I honestly have no idea what the deal is. Some people have had those issues though. It is a YT thing. Needs to replace this storage for some instant mass income. This navy is scary, and I fear that it certainly can reach the nuke from the other side. The thing is, Tex probably won't see the nuke. Realistically, probably won't see it. He does. He's only his third battleship only came out now, so not sure what's going on. Oh, he's making T2 ships from his Tech 3 factory. Okay, that'll do it. Adding more power. Should be adding more Tech 3 mexes, I guess, yeah. And it's so much map control for Techs now. Battleships can bombard the front base, the front of the main base. Should really hang around, maybe take all of this out. I think he will do that. Random Tech 2 transport getting shot down by 2 inties. Interesting. The right-hand island finally is attacked by riptides. Feel like this damage could have been done a long time ago. But better late than never. And like, very interesting. There's a cruiser, quite a lot of frigates, and 1 destroyer. With 4,500 mass killed. Not bad. The front of this island is getting massacred though. Nuke launcher about to be completed. More shields planned. The navy though, there's 1 battleship. Oh god, the ASF, the poor ASF getting massacred at every turn. Torps need to come in, snipe these cruisers, and get to work. Well, there are 3 cruisers, however. The battle cruiser again gonna be focused by the battleships. And won't last long. There go the torps. They look to have wasted a lot of their shots. No split attack. Or, well, no, he killed 2 of the cruisers there. This battle cruiser, very low HP. There's no shield bolts around to help these guys out. Battle cruiser can be saved. It can be saved. The problem is that there's just frigates coming in. If it's not saved, he won't be able to deal with the frigates. The battleship is terrible at dealing with frigates. Does like 11,000 damage with a volley, so massive overkill. Oh, he gets a vet. He's still alive, but 60 HP. Get the shield over there. Move the shield to the right. No. Oh, he's targeting the battleship now. Okay, so the battle cruiser lives. No. Oh. Oh. Battle cruiser goes down. It lasted a lot longer than I expected. Now there's 2 battleships from Tex on the front line. 2v1 is a pretty bad matchup, but there's torps in to even the playing field a little bit, but still I don't think that's going to be enough. The shield boat drops its shield now. First battleship will go down. Is Tex about to lose all of his ASF again? He's attack moving them, which is a very bad sign. However, he has more ASF now, and now he starts microing, and that's despicable. First turn. The micro is bizarre, and now he's attack moving again. What? Okay, both players still have 15 ASF each. Cool. Don't ask me to explain that one. The battleship from Swackle still lives, but will it survive? Will it outlive the other battleship? It looks like it won't without some serious dodging. Swackle not really using his range at all, it's gotta be said. Seems to have always been in range of the enemy battleships, and it's actually getting closer. It's not really the way you want to move, but yeah, he's gonna lose that battleship. But looks like Tex will also lose his. There's frigates around. Some of the frigates seem to be satisfied to just watch. Others are actually getting involved and firing their weapons. So maybe if this guy gathers an interest, then maybe he'll help out. But right now he's happy to just chill, observe. Battleship over here. He sniped the nuke with the battleship in the other location. Oh my god. That was Swackle's only hope. Swackle loses the nuke to a rogue battleship. Oh man, he needed that nuke. There is no SMD that I can see. No, there is SMD. And it's actually loaded already. Wow. Now there's a serious reclaim field for Swackle though. 37,000, and it looks like Swackle's actually won air. These air fights are extremely questionable. As in, they make me question everything. Battleship still lives. And poor Swackle losing that nuke. That is really sad. Oh. Tex seems determined to throw away all of his ASF repeatedly. T3 subs are here. And those could so easily be torped. Now, one thing about T3 subs that is not apparent to anyone, unless you actually know the game, is that they have amazing anti-air. They have amazing anti-air. So they could have done quite a bit of damage there if they were surfaced. Swackle spamming a lot of torps. The right hand island has died basically to riptides. Now there's a battleship trying to fight back against the Earth itself. This battleship finally goes down. Not sure why it stayed there. Just depositing mass, really. So Pablo. Will Swackle try to regain map control? He certainly needs to try and regain all of this mass that is next to his base. He does have another Tech 3 naval factory, but it's not switched on right now. In terms of Tech 3 Navy, how many battleships do we have? 2 battleships for Techs, 5 cruisers, really not many frigates, 5 Tech 3 subs. And they have really not achieved very much. Why was that one there? Why is he sending Tech 3 boats to the corner of the map and then down here? That's a big question I have. ASF's going down. Did Swackle lose? No, he has his ASF over here. There's a Zooey drop. Seems a bit strange to drop Zooeys here when everything is already dead. Quite strange. Does bait the ASF into range of cruisers again. And all the Navy seems to have just left for Swaco? Where did it go? Because in this area, we have 1 frigate, 1 battleship, and 1 shield. That's it, against all of this navy. In total, he has 2 battleships, 8 frigates, and a shield boat. How is this possible? How is it possible? Now he's building a cruiser. No, build something useful. Build, at this point, build destroyers. Out of this factory, build a battle cruiser if you think you have time to do that. Definitely need some TMD in the base because his whole base could just explode to cruisers. He's sniping the cruisers now. 2 of them. Oh, this one survives. Not for long. 3 cruisers go down there. Now the torps have to come next, or the subs. But this is a lone battleship. This thing, a lone battleship like this is extremely vulnerable unit. You have to be careful with it. Swakkel's air consists somehow he still has inties, but he also has 26 ASF. Tex actually has slightly more ASF now. He's building a strap bomber. Does he have any others? Doesn't seem to have any strats. Quite a lot of cruisers. His reclaim count is 53k to 50k. Swakkel now struggling for power, actually. Good. Oh, he's rebuilt his nuke. He's rebuilt his nuke launcher. That's probably why he's struggling for power. The Tech 3 subs are just not being used. They're just sort of milling around with the frigates when this is all free damage. I mean, that can't shoot back. None of these can shoot back. There are no Coopers. 0. What's up, Score? Things aren't looking so hot. No, and I mean, he has 2 nukes loaded, nuke defense loaded there. No nuke defense here, but yeah, 3 Tech 3 mexes. It's worth nuking, but you can't even nuke. You can't nuke any of the power, you can't nuke the naval production. Somebody can one-shot T3 subs. Well, technically. You can't click on the Tech 3 sub though, which makes it tricky. Swakkel needs to add some. You gotta have a battle cruiser. You absolutely have to have a battle cruiser. Otherwise, oh no! ASF split. And no, don't lose those. Those are. That was unnecessary. That was very unnecessary. It's like, yeah, I'll run away with these, and then more of them just ran into the way. Oh. Yeah, it looks quite bad for Swakkel. So much mass, though. He's getting all this reclaim. So much mass. But what does he make? What does he even have time to make? It's very risky the way there's like 1 battleship on this side, 1 battleship on this side, and no intel. It means because he was stalling, it doesn't have intel. It means the battleship is going to target essentially at random, which is no good. And here come the Tech 3 subs. After the battleship. But guess what? Here come the torps, and there's no defenses. There's no coverage. Split attack? Come on, split attack. That's not a split attack yet, I don't think. No, it's not. He's gonna shoot everything into the 1 sub. This battleship has taken about 15, 16k damage in the meantime. 1 sub down. Oh, he might lose all the subs here. 1 more sub goes down, the other 2 still live. And the torps won't get another pass here. And the frigate's just pouring through now. And this is the problem with having your navy on both sides. I mean, this battleship has nothing to do now, and it's also going to potentially get run over. Look at all this T1 naval production. Simply frigates, and this is why you need battle cruisers. Battleships alone are not going to do it for you, and that's another battleship being built, so absolutely you have to have battle cruisers in the mix. Because, as we said, these battleships are not useful. They're against Tech 3 subs and Tech 1 frigates. That's about the worst units. It's like fighting artillery with Percys here. The frigates are just going to run over everything. No torp defense being built to at least do something against them. That's some friendly fire from that battleship as well to boot. Cooper's getting killed by frigates, as of course they're not submarines. This battleship getting caught by destroyers and frigates as well. And the front of this base now, as the nuke almost loaded, is coming under increasing fire. A lot of cruisers and a battleship. Battleship can take out some TMD, and cruisers can do a lot more. All the frigates will go, or all the frigates converge on the production. And a strap bomber comes in as well. Looks like all the navy will be lost. Ravagers being built to defend. As always, everyone knows that any point defense has to be built directly near the most volatile structure that you have, so he's building them in between his Tech 3 P-gens. Strat is now bombing Tech 1 mexes. There's battleships on both sides, and will the nuke launch? Will the nuke launch? And where will it launch to? Where did he launch it? Oh, he launches it on the battleship and the cruisers. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Not the greatest nuke ever, but you know, it's like 4 cruisers and a battleship. 13k damage. Not so hot. And the base now dying to destroyers. Still, a couple of these there's still 3 battleships here, which is just a testament to how much HP these things have. But what are they fighting? Tech 1 artillery? The Lobos are here. The Ravs are fighting back valiantly. That's a spy plane that's in the wrong place. And Swackle throws in the towel. Look at these drops. That one doesn't land. Surely the next ones will. The Tech 2 transports themselves will take out the Omni. Swackle's just overwhelmed at the end. At this point, of course, the game is over. 200k mass behind. And yep. Very sad that the nuke got sniped beforehand. The first time around. Yeah, I felt like Swackle just needed to actually do some damage. There's loads of damage to be done on the right hand side. Tex, once he kind of that was a big turning point. Once with Tex killed this island and took it over, he just had such a huge advantage in map control that it was really tough for Swackle to come back. He never got any of the map control back. He eventually did some damage, and he did it very cheaply on the right hand side, but it just says that, well, he probably could have done that cheap damage a lot sooner, really needed to, and get back at least one of these islands. GG. Who sent me a message? Okay. I should play a ladder now. Are there any opponents? Let's see. Swackle said Real Depression is on Oasis, so let's check that one out. What's up, Xerxes? How many frigs beat a single battleship? I don't know, not that many. Look at this. Freaking civilian trucks. Any sentences beginning with "you should" may result in a ban. So, swapping the text again. Freaking civilians. So this map, Hard Shield Oasis. Only time I've really seen this played was in Legend of the Stars. Was it 2020 or 2019 that this was in? I'm not sure, but I think 2020. Yeah, they're scripted to move around. It is kind of cool. Hope trucks are worth a lot of mass. They're worth a decent bit. I can't remember exactly how much, but it's like definitely over 100 mass. So yeah, you have a decent bit of reclaim on this side here. Protected by a PD. You have, it's quite an aggressive map. Generally what we'll see is people walking into each other's bases. Because the mexes on the outside are, well, they're on the outside. They're can be quite vulnerable. Hard to hold on to, so it's a very aggressive map. The ACU is paramount. Swackle. Yeah, huge mass stall. Needs to just get across the map now with his ACU. Abandon that air factory for now because it's not affordable and it's going to cost him units out of these land factories. So Swackle should already be behind on engineers basically because of that. Techs with loads of mass in the bank by contrast and building 2 factories at once. So these players have opposite problems. Techs quite a lot slower on the hydro. What's in the middle? There is just a big shield in a crater or multiple shields. You're not going to be able to kill those. Not really sure what the purpose is. I think it's just a visual thing, I guess. It's like 4 buildings put together to make some interesting looking thing. Looks pretty cool. So, Swackle. Oh, will he get the raid on the NG? Nice. That could be a nice one. Although, he's about to die. He does survive just long enough to deny the Hydra for now. 6 tanks for Swackle only. He does have that air factory up. He only has 2 land factories. Versus Tex with 4.5. So it looks like Tex just has a very nice build. But he's about to get bombed. And he has a lot of factories, but actually not that many tanks. 10 tanks. 4 kills on this bomber already. Another bomb coming in. Oh, the other NG walked into it. Ow. It says 5 kills, but that's actually 6. Could potentially bomb that P-Gen. Oh! Oh! Oh my god, he killed him. Thanks to the crash damage, I think. So there's only 1 bomb dropped there, I think, and then the crash damage finished him off. So that's pretty insane. Tex is coming around towards the main base, though, and Swackle is sort of in the middle. Not achieving much. Nice raid on the right-hand side from Tex. Gonna take out these mexes. And on the left, will he grab the NG? He might. Reclaim, though. Nice. Without the reclaim, that engineer almost certainly would have gone down. But here he didn't. And Tex is going to walk into the base. And there's no PD planned. And this could be really bad. Swackle's now chasing him. I hate these kind of scenarios. If I'm Swackle, this is no fun at all. And now you can see what happens when a guy walks into your base. First, you have to build a PD. Next, you have the uncomfortable decision. Do I chase him with my ACU? Do I try and do the same thing as him but slower and therefore less effective? All of the units coming back to the main base as well. And Tex has no troubles in the world. He's going to raid over here. He's taking this simply and easily. And the only thing he has to do is not die. And Swackle, who's been chasing, is not catching. He's not going to catch him. Tex now with 13 kills on the commander. Swackle with 0. All of the units in the base. And suddenly Tex is absolutely dominant in the game. He actually lost the hydrocarbon. Did he bomb it? Was there some bomber damage done there? And this is game over. 15 mass income for Swackle. 25 for Tex. Full map control. And this is the power of walking into your enemy's base. Never underestimate it. On a 5x5 and 10x10, not quite so powerful. But walking into the enemy base on 5x5 is in many cases mandatory. And now Tex, Swackle's come the whole way around here, and then Tex is running the other way. Oh no. Oh. He's coming back to the base. After Swackle's ran around to the left. Tex is going to go up on the mountain. Is he going to stand on the edge of the mountain and shoot down? Well, no, the PD is in range. The PD will deny that. And you're just not going to be able to kill this ACU. There's not enough units on the map to stop this from happening. He's got an veterancy now. Swackle control Ks. And there you go. Oh, that's a sad one. Yeah, walking into the enemy base. Strategy numero uno. 5x5. So it's nicely done by Tex. I think trying to chase Tex was the... Well, no. The main issue was not running into Tex's base. And then the second issue was chasing Tex with the ACU. But, yeah. Should have gotten across the map and just harass Texas base. See, it's not so much you can. This is an issue on most 5x5s, depending on the layout a little bit, but it's an issue on most 5x5s, and then the 5x5s is not an issue on are ones where there's a huge amount of mass, so you get a lot of units. Alright, see you, Ryan. Good night. So, like, you know, there's no issue with this on Crazy Rush. There's not really an issue with this on Desert Arena. Although early on you can walk into one of the close expansions of your opponent. But on most 5x5s you don't have that much mass. So walking into the base is pretty safe because there's just not going to be enough units to deal with you. Not going to happen. Let's watch some Desolation, because that map is ridiculous for 1v1. Absolutely ridiculous. Oh, whoops. Well, okay, it's not that crazy. It is a lot to handle. Alright, we got Turbo and Tex. Both serve. What a map. Yeah, one of the things that makes it more difficult is that you don't really have many mexes close to you. You have 4 mexes here. And then like the closest one is all the way over there, which is actually kind of far. And then you have 2 at the back. There's no reclaim back here either to help you out. So that's one of the reasons why it's all... Oh, Tex, you almost walked away from all your mexes there. But yeah, like say, it just like... It makes it awkward to scale when it's like the reclaim is here. There's like 1 mex there. There's reclaim there. There's 2 mexes there but no reclaim. And then there's 100 mexes on the map. That's a guess, but there's probably around 100. Maybe a bit less than 100. I'm not going to count them. So it's like the start is like actually a little bit slow. You probably should send the first NG... Well, Tex is sending the NG here. Well, no, the first NG builds a Hydro. Second or third NG, I guess, well, has to go to Reclaim. Yeah, and it either goes here, which is a little bit closer, or goes here. Let's see, how much Reclaim is there? 630. This Reclaim... There's actually... This is more spread out. I think you actually go here, maybe. Not sure. Does the Navy bump some beaches, or can you cruise? Oh, do you mean can you get past here? Or like, I think you can get around the whole map with water with Navy. Nice dip in the ocean there. It's pretty deep in the corners. Yeah, I think you can get around the whole map with Navy. Can you edge build that mex on the left plateau? This one, I'd say so. Well spotted. Hadn't thought of that. Yeah, so as you can see, he's working with 4 mexes right now. So he's going for a bomber. No engineers expanding to these back 2 mexes till now. Transport comes after 5 air units, 2 air scouts, a bomber, and 2 inties. Not in that order, but that's what he has. And a bit of a power slot. It's not going to be a big deal. He can just take some of these off or just power through. Doesn't really matter powering through when there's only like one other factory producing. All it'll do is, well, it'll cost him a little bit of mass. True. That's what it'll do. Transport for turbo at virtually the same time, but a lot more power for turbo. And a lot more idle time on that transport. Well, maybe not. Transport was pretty slow from Tex. Now he didn't have an Inti out at the time, so he didn't actually lock the transport there. So instead he's going to use the Inti to cover his own transport. And because he was overflowing mass, he didn't take any of this mass with the attack moving Engie. So there's so many, there's a million places that you can drop. Oh, the bomber comes in and does not kill the Engie. Did he miss or did he not drop? Bomber's dead now. Inti's coming in. Nice heroin there. 2 air factories, only 1 producing at the moment. And yeah, how do you decide where to drop here? That's the question. I mean, you could drop maybe the middle is good. I mean, there's nice masters, like there's 1,000 just in these wrecks. That's actually a very juicy pile of reclaim. Wait, is that a... No, that's just a ramp. That's not a plateau. So maybe middle is the place. There's a base here. There's a base here. There's reclaim in the middle. A lot of people seem to be going towards the sides. When I played here, I dropped like over here where there's a hydrocarbon. There is reclaim. There are mexes. But there's no particular location that's really amazing. Honestly, there's just so many bases. Like this is a base. 2 mexes next to each other is a base. This is probably the most significant base, but again, you're gonna walk to this one because it's nearby. So is this one. This is nearby. You may drop to them if perhaps you get raided there early on, but realistically, you want to be dropping further afield. Dropping these corners down here also solid, although there's not much reclaim nearby. But I guess you just need multiple transports. That's what Tex is doing. Tex, 4 Engies on there, 4 Engies on here, and he's going to try and grab as much of the map as he can quickly. Yeah, I did win on this map when I played it. I can't remember who that was against. Was it Arch, maybe? What's up, Nacho? How's it going? Turbo paused his ACU. I guess he's... Well, time to turn it back on, actually. He's going to need a lot of power soon. This expansion not taken. Oh, Tex seems determined to win these Inti fights, but will he catch any of the transports? It's a question. Actually, only 1 transport for Turbo. He's dropped quite a bit of the left-hand side. Decent number of factories up here. Nice. That's actually a nicely placed PD as well. Quite far forward as well. Going to try and put pressure on this expansion. He spotted an engineer here. Tex has had those transports around. Where has he dropped to is the question. He has... Well, he's just dropping into the expansion here. Wants to try and secure it. No spam coming from the base. And actually a lack of mass is the issue now. Loses all of those Engies. This factory does not complete. And it's looking a bit dicey on the left-hand side. The right-hand side, well, again, he's trying to get the drops away. Nobody in the middle yet. There's a unit producing there. And he's trying to pick up all these mexes. But again, big mass stall from Tex. Would it be valid to build T3 shipyard? I mean... It's super expensive. I don't think so, really. Also, the range is not very good. So you'd have to build them and then sneak them really far up the sides. And they could easily be killed. Let's see how many mechs his Tex has. He has 40, so yeah, I think there is probably like 100 on here because he doesn't have half the map yet. 38 for Turbo, so actually Tex with more mass extractors here. I think Navy is just not gonna be good on this map, really. It's a land map, really. $41 mexes. Any upgrades? No mex upgrades. Unsurprising. This is not really a map for upgrading mexes too much because there's so much to fight for that there's so much you can do with just Tech 1 land and even Tech 2 air, which is what Tex has gone for. Tech 2 air, he's making a P-gen. Really stalling hard to make this. And he's lost the left-hand side. Now dispatches the ACU. Maybe sending the ACU here a bit early is actually good. It's gonna... should be able to take this back pretty handily. Now the thing to do is to send the ACU to secure it and then drop engineers to recapture it more quickly. He's done very nice damage on the right-hand side as well. To the same location. Still nobody grabbing the Rex in the middle. I think people aren't aware of some of these reclaim positions because they haven't really been touched. Takes a while for that kind of thing to be made use of. Tech 2 air for Turbo. He'll be making a P-gen soon. He's not going to be able to defend against this army here. Doesn't have enough. On the left-hand side, Turbo's doing similar damage, but he seems to have less units or more spread out units. This is very nice. It's also really nice that he has the Zooey mixed in because otherwise he'd never really get rid of the factory. With the Zooey, he can actually take out the factory relatively quickly. The problem is he's too close to the factory to shoot at it right now. Step away. There we go. There's a minimum range on the Zooey. And he even denies stuff being built inside the factory. Seraphim and UEF have ACU TML. Problem with ACU TML on this map is that, like, there's just not going to be many upgraded mexes. Huge amounts of spam on the right hand side for Tex and air being used to try and defend the left hand side. He's actually retreating the ACU from here. He's afraid. He is afraid. He doesn't want to lose his ACU stupidly. I mean, he has no units to support him, so I think that's probably fair enough. Terrible eco management though. Wait, why is he building another P-gen? Tex, stop it. You didn't even need this one. Okay, he was stalling so heavily because he was really rushing mexes, I think, and also making that P-gen, but yeah, he's got so much, such a huge amount of power. He could probably make the splash gun now. What's up, Requiem? The game Jagged Alliance is currently on Steam for free. Oh, nice. I don't think I have it on Steam, actually. There's a couple of T2 mexes around for Turbo. Maybe it's time to start investing in the mexes. So the map control is essentially taken, except for the right hand side. Some intel will be really good here. I wonder, there's there's things to be done here, decisions to be made at this point in the game. Tex, you know, with that much power, can he go Tech 3 air? Well, that's what he's thinking. He's gonna make some more gunships, and then he's gonna go Tech 3 air. Maybe that's an approach that he should be taking. Is there a shield? There is a shield, and not as will bounce their bombs off the shield without doing very much, and Might just deposit mass. They're going to try and actually... Oh, they found a Tech 2 He's going to kill something at least. Before he gets taken down. Boltonautas will crash to the ground. In pretty easily, look. Reclaimable locations. Tex is still actually quite far forward. He can't decide whether to come or go here with the commander. He should probably just back off if he's not going to bring any units with him. In my opinion. Because there's only going to be more and more units here. No Tech 2 land that I can see from anyone. It looks like a lot of paused land factories as Tex tries to get to Tech 3 Air as fast as possible. You can see like all of these are paused. All of these. Yeah, it seems to have paused virtually all land production in an attempt to get Tech 3 land. Oh, look at this. Oh. The meat grinder. Look at the walls and the PD. There was no way Tex was getting through there. And that's quite a nice bit of mass there. Should actually stop bombing because he's killing Reclaim. What's up, Peter? Just a lot of Tech 1 spam for Turbo. Not investing in any more Tech 2 Mexes. And now he starts going to Tech 3 Air. If we look in the base, you can see that Tech 3 Air is completed for Tex. And Tex, again, refuses to build a P-Gen adjacent to anything. This is maybe the worst map I've ever played in ladder. Nah, there's been some really bad maps in ladder, to be honest. This is not the worst of them. Also, the fact that Turbo quit there is a bit strange. If you look at the map control, it's at least even. Probably, maybe slightly better for Turbo. The problem for him is that he's behind in Tech 2 Mex. And he's behind, yeah, there's actually more over here. And he's behind in Tech 3 Air, obviously. So, Tex is, I mean, look, Tex has no units. The problem for Turbo is that all of his units are not in the right position. But the game was not over here. Turbo just didn't want to continue. It's Kusoga but squared. I mean, it's a very different layout to Kusoga. Very different layout. Yeah, problem for Turbo, I guess, is that he's trying to go Tech 3 and he only has 2 P-Gens and he has a shield as well, so that's not helping. But he was actually in a fine position, actually. I don't think he really is necessarily lost to Tech 3 Air. Do I review extremely noob matches? I do. Yes, I do. I tell noobs why they lost. That's my whole channel, actually. Usually they don't ask me to tell them. But I do anyway. Also, I'm gonna go get Jagged Alliance on Steam right now. Before I forget. Nice. Freaking free. 100% discount. Yeah, if you want to post the ID in the chat, then I can look at it. As long as it's not like long, super long. Let's see what else is in the vault. Turbo and Yudi have been playing some games, none of them particularly long. What is Yudi pinging for? Crazy Rush. What? Crazy Rush 2v2 with the mod Crazy Rush on FAF Develop. What? What the hell is that? FAF's still loading. Whoa. How's it still loading? Shouldn't take that long. Oil your chair, bro. The replay search. Well, if it's your replay, you can just go to local replays. That should load a lot faster. Don't search for it. What is Grimplex playing? A game on his own. Interesting. Paralon's playing 1v4 Astro Crater. Fascinating. So Ethan, thank you very much. Is search still broke? The replay searching seems to take a long time recently. If you post a link, it's not going to show up. You need to just post the number of the replay. This link, YouTube doesn't allow links in chat. Okay, thank you. No, it's all right. It doesn't tell you that your links don't go through, so I have to explain it. Because YouTube likes censorship. Space Monkey, thank you for the $13.99 Canadian dollars. Thank you very much, dude. LOL. All right. Oh wow, look at this map. Look at that map. Okay, this is going to be interesting. I'm having to download stuff. Not sure why. Guess there's a patch since then. Can't see it. Well, I'm still getting the game going. Oh, it's 20 by 20. I thought this map was 40 by 40. Damn. Yeah, you mean like Astro Crater? Okay, who are you, Nacho? Which player are you? Holy crap, this is gonna be something. What are the civs here? Mass fabs. What's in the middle? P-gens, shields, oof. You're the grey UEF player, okay. Alright, well. First things first. Use your build range. Give a move order here so you don't walk directly up to the mechs. It'll save you a lot of time. Move order, mechs. Move order, mechs. And we're gonna go through this pretty quick because I saw that it's a relatively long game. Okay, you tried it there, but yeah, it just takes a bit of practice, but at least you can actually give it a go there. You want to be about this far away. Okay. So, in terms of air, you're going to need more P-gens for air. Building a transport. What you should do is, you should probably leave the ACU in the base here. Whoa. What's this, a ghetto? Okay, I thought you... Okay, I was like, oh, this is good. You're building a transport to maybe go expand somewhere. But no, you're building a ghetto. Yeah, you need to build all your mass extractors. Step 1 of this game is to grab all the mexas. There's really... That is rule number 1. So this engineer should not be walking past everything. Should be building this and this. And this and this, and then maybe get a radar or something. So what you should have done with the transport, although the ghetto gunship is a very swaggy move, and you're gonna kill his hydrocarbon. It's gonna do so much damage. Oh, I guess I'm wrong. I guess you should just make a ghetto. Holy crap. But, okay, nice. What I would do, personally, is to drop the middle and take all of this mass. See, this is a huge amount of mass here. These are like 1,000 mass each. The shields are a few hundred. All the buildings are maybe 1,000. So, there's loads of mass in the middle. So you should probably just drop there first. You gotta build the mexes though. The mex is everything. There's no optionality to a mass extractor. It's grab them all, kill all of your opponents, and it's all yours. Here you're gonna capture these. You should just reclaim them. You didn't know you could reclaim. Yeah. Well, you can reclaim any civilians, unless you're playing one very specific recent map that people don't like because you can't reclaim stuff. So yeah, you should definitely reclaim the middle because that's just a huge amount of mass there. And then what you want to do is, you know, make mass extractor upgrades. If you want to do damage, you should probably make air. Maybe Tech 2 air, Tech 3 air, bit of Navy. But yeah, the fact that you haven't built these mass extractors is is the main thing that you should look at. It's all about mass. The whole game is about mass. First and foremost. So you got Tech 2 land. I would go Tech 2 air, because you're not going to really make land units. Okay, submarines. People love submarines. They're not really going to do anything, to be honest. As you can see, the first guy who sends frigates just runs in and kills your production. That's in a nutshell why you make frigates instead of subs generally. Torpedo bombers and stuff. Yeah, more massive upgrades. Oh, mongoose drops? Okay. I like the idea, but the problem is, one, you're going to fly over this anti-air. Two, they're not really going to do much damage, realistically. They could easily just be killed by Tech 1 bombers. Or they'll just get shot down. They managed to actually survive, but now you'll see that they don't do anything. They didn't do any damage at all. So you should just go for Tech 3 Air. Tech 3 Air is epic. Why is that a support factory? Oh, okay. You have 2 HQs. You only need 1 HQ, by the way. And you're making a load of torpedo bombers. Problem is, torpedo bombers don't really do much. They just kill Navy. And, you know, what does that do for you? You killed some Navy that wasn't doing any damage. You know. Doesn't make a big difference. More mongoose drops planned. If you want to do drops at this point, you should make Tech 2 transports. Tech 2 transports are much better. This is hilarious though. Also, you should bring some flak. Bring some flak because because that happened. That's a bit sad now, to be honest. Yeah. So they bring a bit of flak. Mongoose are not very good for dropping because they have long range, which they can't use when they don't have radar. They have low health, which means they die quickly to air. And they don't really have a high damage output. So it's not great dropping army like that. Okay, you're capturing more stuff. T2 radar. He's attacking the civilians before he attacks your radar. That's weird. But everything is about to explode now. Ow. Yeah, so what can actually, things that can actually do damage here is not mongoose drops. Tech 3 mexes I like, they're good. What you should make is Tech 3 air and Tech 2 navy. You have Tech 2 navy now, but you need engineers. You need engineers to help out the production. So this would be the good place to make it, because you put like a factory here that produces engineers, and then you have your naval production here. Whereas here, this is, you can't get engineers there easily because there's no beach, and it's really far forward, so you could easily lose your naval production. Okay, Tech 2 air. See, these gunships can do a lot more damage than the drops have done, so they're better. Now if you had Tech 3 air, you could do even more. Like, you know, you could have Tech 3 gunships, you could have strap bombers, get an ASF that would dominate there. Tech 2 air, you may actually just kill this guy. Nice. And then you're gonna Janus his NGs maybe? Ah, it's not full share, okay. Nicely done. Well, you found the thing that does damage. Oh, Tech 3 Navy. You should make some Tech 2 Navy first. And yeah, this is, you gotta fix that. This is free mass. Okay, Tech 3 Air is coming. Tech 3 ACU, Tech 3 PGen. All good. More Tech 3 mexes never hurt. Also, you should make all your mexes Tech 2. Techo mexes are fantastic. Tech 2 mexes are also fantastic. So make them all Tech 2. All Tech 2. What's your teammate doing? He's 300. He's got loads of eco, dude. He's got loads of eco and no intel. He's just lost stuff to cruisers, I guess. I think. Or, okay, he definitely built that one anyway. Okay, what are you gonna build here? So for Navy, you should build frigates. Okay, you have frigates. And you should build, you know, destroyers, cruisers. Gotta use this HQ though. Look at the aggression. What are these? Load of Janus. Oof, the torps get wrecked. Cruisers doing some damage. You dodge the cruisers. They don't have Tech 3 Air, but they do have SAMs. So yeah, the SAM will absolutely mince everything, yeah. That's a problem. Your teammate has loads of Tech 3 Air. You have Janus. It's really hard to use the Tech 2 Air now though, because there's SAMs. SAMs are brutal. There's also cruisers. Cruisers are brutal versus air. So it's really hard to do stuff with Tech 2 Air. What you could do, he's even got nuke defense. He's making a nuke right now. Nice, you're capturing this base. That's good. There's a lot of reclaim here. Sorry for the mechs not being developed. That's okay. I mean, it's obviously one of your very first games. Considering the rating. Tech 3 mexes. Yeah, so I think you could do a lot of stuff. I definitely like that you're taking this base from your dead enemy. That's really good. You're making some navy. You shouldn't just make cruisers though, because cruisers will die to everything. They'll die to frigates. They'll die to destroyers, submarines. Your main unit should be, seems your Tech 3 Navy, you should make battle cruisers and battleships and shields and cruisers. You should make all of them. But you need some stuff that's anti-navy, basically battlecruiser, battleship. So yeah, this guy has a nuke, so he is going to nuke you. Ooh, Maver is planned. Let me see the range on, say, a regular Tech 3 artillery. Ooh, okay, you couldn't really. Now, if he, this guy could have a Tech 3 RT in his base, and he could kill everything. So that'd probably be the best. That would be simple. He doesn't have nuke defense though. Never mind, he does. Something icon mod. He doesn't have a shield. He has 6 anti-nukes loaded. Wow. Wow. Not sure how you lost that actually. What happened there? Did a cruiser get through or something? Yeah, that nuke is scary. And you're making a Maver, so you're definitely going to get nuked here, surely. Because you have no SMD. Yeah, making Percy's. I mean, you could make Percy's here, but the reason you would make Percy's is to get a Continental, Tech 3 UEF transport, and drop them into his base somewhere. Yeah, Tech 3 gunships. Yeah, there's just too much shielding and SAMs. The only way you could really break through here would be with a lot of strats. If you made a lot of strats and came in here, they would do a lot better than the gunships. You'd still need quite a lot of them to get through, but it's a much better way of doing it. Also, you could just make an ass washer. Or rather an Awasa. Although you are UEF, so that's a problem. But your teammate is Seraphim, so you never know. You could get some NG off him. You could also build a satellite. Can you get away on units? Yeah. Yeah. Any lab. So any lab could can be put on a transport and shoot out of it. So Aeon, Cybran, and UEF can all make ghetto gunships. Actually, Aeon has the best ghetto gunship because their lab is more powerful. Yes, Fikna. Blue has quite the echo. He does. Whoa. Bruh. My god. Give me 2 strats here and everything is gone. All of it. He's gonna finish a YOLO now. Okay. What? There's no shield. What the fuck? What is that? Oh boy. Also, yeah, you only need you only need 1 HQ, by the way. It's much. This is what you want. The support factory. So you see, it's a lot cheaper. 2,200 mass, 9,500 mass. Secretly, it's UD. Oh, yeah. There's just too many SAMs. At a certain point, you can't really fight SAMs. This many. Fear the SAM. So the nuke is launched and it gets shot down because there's infinite SMD loaded here. Just never getting through. I think the gunships are maybe tele defense. No, maybe not. Okay, the YOLO is firing. So I guess the YOLO is just going to end the game now. This guy has 1 loaded. Yeah, so he can't even shoot down 1 nuke. Brutal. The hell. This guy takes 2. Yeah, it takes 2 to beat him, of course. Alright, nice. You were doing the Continental drop with the Percy's. That's cool. Yeah, so the main thing is, you know, take the mass points. Take Tech 3 Air, probably. You know, you could make it a lot sooner. The Mongoose drops. Not going to do much for you. You're making a Maver. And get some NGs on your naval production for sure. I mean, this map is very... You can do this kind of stuff on this map, I guess. I mean, don't do this, though. Don't. That's just gonna explode. That is the mother of all chain reactions right there, waiting to happen. I mean, that's kind of... I think everyone kind of knew to expect this kind of game. Not a bad one. You did snipe your opponent with Tech 2 gunships, so it was nice. The ghetto was cool. How about Sarah T2 Trans Aeon Labs Ghetto? Is that sometimes used? I can't remember seeing it, but that would be, yes, the ultimate. No, that would be a fantastic ghetto. But it's not you know, it's not a continental full of Aeon Labs. That would be the real. That'd be the real thing. Isn't a Continental full of labs the highest DPS gunship? Probably. It's perfectly safe because he knows it won't be attacked. You might be right. I remember people discussing mods where Percys can shoot from Continentals. Yeah, that's a great idea. Sounds completely normal and playable. More noobs, please. Yeah, UEF gunships have a transport clamp. So they can be a little, they can get a little boost in DPS if they have a lab on board. More noobs, please. Well, can the noobs in chat send me replays then? Let's check out. Wow. Let's take a look at some stuff here. All these games and the replays to cast channel are like 2 hours long, it seems. I'm gonna join UD's lobby and see if anyone else joins. Oh. Replay detected. Sub FTX. Now he won't switch map. That's a modded game. Also. Problem with some replays is I don't know if they're desynced or not. Will FTX play a game? Good question. Yeah, it's literally just Crazy Rush. With more space. Whoa, everyone's joining. Look at that. You played a game 2 months ago, really? Take a flak with gunships to drop and obliterate any chasing inties, yeah. You will not stop the UEF. I got Paralon. Oh boy, we're gonna have to play pretty well here. It's gonna be some try-hard shit, I think. Oh. What's the build again? Whoops. Yeah, I screwed it up already. Oof. What am I doing? This is so bad. Alright, whatever. This is the worst build of all time. What are they doing? Yeah, that was really, really bad. What is this? What is... How am I building a mech there without building a mech? What's happening? Like... What is that? Oh my god. This shit is fucked. Look, I can't just move. Stop it. Holy shit. This is so fucked. Absolute cancer. It's disgusting. Ah, there, see again, like every time my cursor just turns to a max. It's like, can you fucking stop? Oh, man. Can you not? Also, can we build a fucking anti-air? I have no engineers whatsoever. So frustrating to have the game fuck with what you're doing. Great, turbo being such cancer as well. Fuck off. I have no mass. I'm crazy rush. My grid is pathetic. Okay. Hard to do the Janus plan here, actually. I hate fighting the game as I'm trying to play it. It's gonna get overrun. Just turbo just running into my base. It's mostly turbo's units. It's actually mostly turbo's units here. You know, Yudi will eco like a motherfucker. There's like contextual cues to select mexes, so it absolutely fucks with you. So you can't select stuff then, you just lose the regular cursor. Need a Tech 2 Pigeon, but I can't. There's no way I can get one. There's no way I can get a T2 Pigeon. I killed almost nothing. What the fuck? I have no mass. I need mass. God. I think we're winning though. Some Novatrix. Oh, that's a lot of units now. He's got Tech 3 land. How's my commander under attack? Damn, they have a Sam as well. A lot of Sams. My mexes are just like no mexes. Stop it. Oh god. More power. Wow. Okay. I'm pretty sure my Janus did not get through there. Okay, not even sure what to do at all. Stop building inties, I guess. It's fucking waste of time. But yeah, I've trapped my grid. Oh no, my Percy's. My fucking Percy's. What a waste. I have no idea where UD's ACU is, to be honest. I've scaled up so poorly in this game. Where's full share? Oh, what the? Turbo space is killing me. What the fuck? Well, that's amazing. Oh, where are they going? My artillery. Great. My god, there's so much dumb shit going on in my base right now. Ah, whatever, GG, game's over. I appear to have no mass. This is just painful. I can't select things because it fucking context skews mexes. This is giving me cancer. Oh my god. How to get carpal tunnel? Couldn't Yudi have killed me? Yeah, he could have killed me. He could have simply just killed me with the fucking... with the Ripper. But he didn't, so... Guess he's just fucking around. Is that there? Guess I should make Titans. Oh, he's finally gonna kill my ACU. Fair play. Good. I'm glad. So Turbo's base turns into an enemy for Yudi, and my base is given straight to Paralon. I mean, of course, there's nothing in my base, but at least it's not fighting back. Well, actually, he has no eco to speak of, so now he has my awful eco to combine with his. But without my ACU, he can't stop the bricks. Well, no, he can. I mean, there's Ravs. Some Ravs. But yeah, no. Okay. There's really not. Look at this. And fucking this. Yuri is just prolonging the game, really. For no real reason. Well, that should die. It's like no mechs is left. he's bombing Tech 1 factories already. Fatty's done. Scathus? Oh boy. Rip the chicken. You thought Janice was bad. Oh god, please don't miss. The fuck, he nearly hit it. He killed it! What? How does he hit the Scathus and the SMD? How the fuck? What the hell? That's insane. Rip. What do you mean? Oh. Ugh. So many Ras SUs. Cloak ACU here. Standing next to Bijan. He has a lot of health. Oh, that game was painful. Fucking Yudi playing with his food. Alright, going to the jacks. Back in a sec. Okay. We're in another game. This might be the last one. I had a headache all day. It got worse during the last game. Thanks, Seth. %57 balance. How do I rate my chances? I mean, pretty low. Let me think. What percentage? Maybe 15, 20%? Sounds generous. Maybe to some people. How's that fair? Well, life isn't fair. 15%. I mean, okay, maybe more. My Irish, yes. Is this tourney prep? I guess it is. Suppose so. Why did Tagada ping me for a game and then not X up? What the hell? Paralon left. I guess he doesn't want me as a teammate. Sad. Ripperoo. I need someone else. Turbo. That's the exact person I was thinking of. I've never seen you try to turtle. I just did it in the last game. Didn't go well. Thanks, David. You're welcome. He's too busy playing also. Terrible. Absolutely deplorable. Oh wait, I shouldn't say deplorable. Let's go. Me and Turbo. Because you never practice turtle. Fair. Alright, me and Turbo. I'm against Nexus, I think. Yeah, Tagada's Polish. I don't have time for trees, dude. Fucking pathfinding. Am I going to be bombed? This is the question. Nice. Oh my god, I thought I had a tank there. Guess I didn't. No, don't need that. Damn. It should have been on attack move to get reclaim. Why is he not building a mech? No. Fuck. Don't sit your air and forget about it, guys. Oh god. He has the gun. He's in range of me. Fuck off. How do you get in range? He's still in range. I thought he was gone. I thought he was out of range of me, but no, he's not. Okay. That definitely was supposed to be upgrading. What? He actually killed that. Stop it. That's alive. How is it still alive? Why is that not reclaimed? I don't know, fucking. It's just another game where I play trash. That's all. Just another day, another trash bit of gameplay. Just retarded. Turbo's about to lose his flak, but he has more flak. I mean, if these were T2, I'd feel better, but they're not. I'm sure he's gonna have Tech 3 mech soon. Well, we'll see, we'll see. I have no idea actually how to fix that. Yudi, how does he fit? Oh wait. Okay, there you go. Read UDPM. I need another P-gen, but I'm making gun right now. Where are all those going? Why are there just a million Sparkies going there? Oh my god, it's terrible. Don't need these artillery fucking need mass. Maybe I make shield. Yeah, he's got a Tech 3 mix already. Now I can't see the commander somehow? What the fuck? Can't see anything. I can't move in there at all. What am I hit by? Tech 2 PD in there? No units producing. No wonder I have mass available. Can't move in there. Oh, Jesus. Turbo says he's crushed. Oh, jeez. GG. Oh, we made some really bad mistakes there. Yeah, he's gonna get Secretary Air. My power income is terrible. But, yeah, we just took too much damage here. I mean, a lot of that damage was not actually... It was avoidable. There's a lot of avoidable damage taken, I think. And I don't know what went on the other side, really. Rip. Rip. Also rip. Yeah. Not the best. Alright, well, that's all she wrote. I'm about done here. So, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time.